Ready?
Yeah.
Cool beans. How many different ways can we break apart? Oh, these are your common structural elements. What was cool is when I was first, maybe not when I was first teaching this, but we were just building a new sanctuary in our church, and we were talking about high beams and solid beams and all that stuff. And lo and behold, I pulled in a church, and there is our big old I-beam that's put. If you go in, the pastor always talks like he preaches on the podium like this, and the I-beam's right above him. There was a guy in our church like built the sanctuary, built the construction company. He always talks about the I-beam. He's like, I stand under here and I have faith that that's not going to hit my head. And I was like, here's the I-beam. It was just so if you've never seen an I-beam, which I'm guessing some of you have you ever seen an I-beam like a warehouse or whatever? There's a beautiful example of an I-beam. So let's say that, because what you guys are going to do, you guys are going to construct a weird shape, maybe an I-beam, maybe a C-beam, maybe a Z-beam, maybe just like a weird hourglass. You can, as long as you can break it apart, you guys can construct whatever you want. Okay? But let's say that you guys decide to construct an I-beam. You're going to do it with cardboard, P.S. How many different ways can you break apart an I-beam? How would you guys break this apart? I think we all probably see at least three shapes, right? What shape do you guys see? You see two horizontal rectangles and one vertical? So I would do a three shaper. I would as well. I mean, I have seen though people do this. I see people do one large rectangle like that. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can really break them apart however you want. I mean, if you really, really want to like, if you really wanted to, I guess you could even do 6, 7. I don't know why you would ever do that to yourself. But the good thing is like the math works no matter how you choose. And then you have a C beam and an L beam. So the idea is that you can break them up in many, many, many ways. So let's just finish with a C beam. How do you guys break that up? I don't know. How would you guys? You're going to get three shapes no matter what you do, right? How would you do it if this was you? Would you do a tall rectangle, or would you do two wide? Two wide. You did two wide, and then I saw you. So this is what Caitlin would do. I said you do. And is this what you would do? It doesn't really matter, does it, guys? Because no matter what you do, you get three shapes. You have to do one. Okay. Yes. C beams you have to be really careful with, because this. Let me see. See this one? Let me get rid of all the 1, 2, 3s. Do you guys see this? Can you visualize where the centroid would be? Do you think this is a good spot for your centroid? No. You think this is a good spot for your centroid? What about here? You hold it there, all this weight's going to fall over. So if the centroid is even possible, it would have to be like right here. Because you need all this weight to balance this way. I'm going to guess this is unbalanceable. I'm going to guess the centroid would be here, and nothing exists there. So we have to be really careful when you make your shapes that you actually get a centroid. So if you make a C-beam, make sure I would do something like this. I would make it thicker here, skinnier here, because then your centroid is going to actually exist within your item itself. So you want to make sure you have something you can balance. You don't want to be, you heard, right? Top heavy, bottom heavy. Okay? My kids pack their bags to go to Mimi and Papa's house. Lily's bag always goes, you know what I mean? This is way too top heavy. She doesn't know how to pack it. I'm not sure that. Okay, what do we have here? I-beam, centroid. Okay, this middle area here is called the neutral plane. That's the neutral plane, as indicated. You have access to symmetries. What do I want to say here? I'm going to just read what they have. Oh, look at that. I had to put it on there with fill in the blanks. Of course I did, right? Okay. In order to calculate the strength of a structural member. A structural member, P.S., is members that make structures. So like think about the beams in your house or the studs, okay? In order to calculate the strength of a structural member, it's, take a guess, starts with a C, centroid, must first be calculated. if the member is subject to pure bending and its stresses remain in the elastic range, we're going to talk about what the elastic range means. Let me tell you right now, the elastic range means it bounces back. Okay? Everything you stand on has an elastic range. Like in my house, there's one area in my hallway where I step on it, whoop, and it sinks a little bit because our house was made by people who didn't care. Okay? Let's see. But it goes back. Everything bends to its original spot. I really don't know where I was reading. We'll just go to the next one. You guys can read that. I feel like I should say central plane. Hold on. Oh, I'm going to go to the next slide. I'm sorry. That's not. Okay. The neutral plane. The neutral plane is the unstressed region that passes through a structural member and separates the section under the tension, which is in blue, from the part of the structural member under compression, which is in red. This can easily be imagined or demonstrated using a loaf of bread that has not been sliced yet to watch the effects as it undergoes bending. The bottom of the bread would pull apart under tension, and the top would squish together in compression. Squish! Okay. We're going to bend things and break things in this chapter. It's fun. We'll break a couple of 2x4s. Okay. If you guys, so we're going to put 2x4s on cinder blocks, and we're going to stand on them. Or I got to remember my bathroom scale, so we can weigh ourselves. So we're going to stand on it, and then what we're going to do, we're going to very carefully. What you guys already know. If I pick a 2x4 and I lay it like this, it's going to bend more than if I lay it like this, right? So we're going to test it both ways. And we're going to learn about this thing called a moment of inertia. Anyway, it's cool. I think it's fun. It's fun to break things. I don't know. I like to break things. I think we did it. Boom. Let's check our lesson plans that are over here.
I see the lesson plans. Should I pause the video?
No, it's more fun this way.
Okay.
I'm going to lean over you. Optional activity. Can you guys open up your laptops for me?
Oh my.
So we're on we just finished day 1, free body diagrams. We're on day 2. I got to get the activity for you. I need to print those. Okay.
Oh, I didn't give those to anybody yesterday. I didn't give you guys any Centroid practice problems, did I?
Nope.
That's sad. Yeah. Yes, this is your homework. Centroid fun is what I call it. Here's what we're going to do this. This paper. This paper. I got the idea, right? We're going to make it due on Tuesday. Here's what I will do. It's technically not due till Wednesday. So if you want to wait till Wednesday to turn it in, feel free. On Tuesday, however, I will collect it and give you a preliminary, is that the right word? Preliminary grade. If you want to take it back and fix it for Wednesday, you can. If you're happy with your grade, you can just leave it as is. Okay, if you want to wait till Wednesday and just hope that you did it right, that's also fine. Sound good? Okay, cool beans. On your laptops, I want you to open MD Solids. MD Solids. I think I have it on my laptop.
Now,